This video is an overview of FERPA and the college application process. FERPA is the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, and why that gets to be a conversation in the college application process is that gives you, the FERPA regulates the privacy of your student education records. FERPA naturally gives you the right to review confidential letters of recommendation. So for example, teachers that might write letters of recommendation for you for college applications. What we recommend, and is pretty standard across the country, across the years. In my experience, I've only had maybe one student not waive their right, which was not recommended, but that the standard process is to waive your right to review your letters of recommendation. So the reason why you do that and why we recommend that you do that is because it assures to colleges that the letters they're getting are honest, candid, and truthful. Some recommenders might even decline to write a letter for you if they know you didn't waive that right, because they might not want to know what they have been writing about you. Really, it comes down to the colleges wanting to be confident that the letters you're getting are honest and not affected by any way or shape or form by you potentially reading them. The good thing for us is that we know the teachers we're asking to write the letters of recommendation for us are people that will speak highly about us, and if they maybe thought they would not be able to, they would have likely declined the ability to write for you. So we can rest assured knowing that those people are writing good things and honest things about us, but we just want to give colleges that extra reassurance that they are getting that honest and truthful letter of recommendation. So again, it's highly recommended that you waive your right to review those letters of recommendation. As someone who I'd like to think did not graduate from college all that long ago, I don't stay up at night wondering what my English teacher wrote about me in their letter of recommendation when I applied to school. So it's certainly not something that is a major part of your life or something that you need to really lament over, but something you can keep in mind and have a conversation with your counselor or myself about if you have questions. So there are actually 2 steps that you need to do to waive your right, again, like as we recommend. The first one is through the Common App, and this is what our students will be doing. So if you go to Common App and on the dashboard, you're going to click the My Colleges tab. On the My Colleges tab, when you click over a school here, you'll see college information, application questions, and recommenders in FERPA. We have a green check mark next to mine here because I, as a student, already completed that task. So I'm going to switch over to a different screen to show you what the screenshot would look like. So on this section here, if you were to look at the recommenders in FERPA, like where we just were on the live site, it's going to bring you to a blue button that says Complete Release Authorization. It will give you instructions on what to do. So it also goes into depth on like how we just spoke about the FERPA and how it relates to your college application. And when you get there, it will ask you a couple different, the actual authorization form. It will ask you a couple of questions. So we recommend that you waive your right. And what the bottom checkbox here is telling you is that you understand this waiver applies to all the schools on your Common App list, which is great, actually, meaning that if you're applying to 10 schools, you don't have to do this 10 separate times. And then as you see over on the right here, like I showed in my screen, you'll get a check mark showing that you are all set and that the waiver has been completed. So that's on the Common App end. So that's something that all of our students will need to do, and we're talking about in some webinars. Another element of the FERPA will be a records release form. This is a Google form that is going to be sent out to parents and guardians, and we ask that parents and guardians fill this out. So there's a reminder here that it's not for the student, it is in fact for the parent or guardian. So basically this is so the parents and guardians can assure us that they are on the same page about the waiver. And in addition, they also are able to tell us that they are allowing Chatham High School to release the students' records to colleges. So for example, when you request letters of recommendation or a transcript to be sent, we need and want your permission to do that. So this form will give us that permission in order to be able to send those. We cannot send college materials, so transcripts or any of those type of things, until this form is filled out, and then we go into our Naviance system and update that the student is authorized to have this information sent. This form also explains the brief overview of FERPA here as well and goes a bit more in depth. So those are the two forms that you do need in order to go over the FERPA process for the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. Of course, if you have any questions, please reach out to your counselor or myself, Ms. Slate. But we're looking forward to helping you with your process, and this is just one of those early steps to really get it done. All right, thank you.